The 47-yard line. Here's second down in the yard. Etienne up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, report.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Now Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Ready?
2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Cooper, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1, ready?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Yaya Diaby drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tough spot here. Third down and 11.
180. 180. 180. 180. Hey.
And Jackson throwing once more. Forced out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. A give running right, Etienne. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Cooper will go in motion.
Sit up.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
You at X. Go ahead. Report.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout.
Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Burrow will throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Jackson. Flushed out right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Completed out left to Dobbs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Here we go.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
One, ready? Gun.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This crowd turning up the decibel level.
Here we go.
It's third and long. Again, it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This is 1st and 10.
Get set. Stop.
Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Burrow. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1, ready?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
empty. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Sit on! Sit on!
Jackson to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Get set.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Stevenson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct. He kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Now Jackson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What ain't it?
Jackson. Complete to Chenault. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Being chased out left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here, but that will take precious seconds off the clock on a play that will wind up going for no gain.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became